Well, more mask absurdity here. Some students at a middle school in Long Island ended up in a scene out of the movie The Breakfast Club. The 6 students all refused to wear a mask, so they were taken to a room and guarded by a security officer. According to Newsday, the Islip superintendent said the students were in violation of a State Department of Health mandate. The report said last week the state education commissioner warned one district with a mask optional policy there would be consequences if it did not enforce the mask mandate policy. In Islip, the parents of one of the students being held called the police to ensure that the incident was documented. I want to bring David Harris Jr. back in. David, that story made reference to the movie The Breakfast Club, which came out in the 1980s about a group of kids that were in detention, which is basically what happened here. That movie was basically praised as being groundbreaking for bringing up things such as stereotyping and bullying. Isn't that exactly what we're seeing here?
It's exactly what we're seeing here. And unfortunately, the schools and the people that are charged with taking care of our children and helping to shape the future generations that will come from those schools, they're complicit. It's not just these students. I shared on my podcast a few days ago that there was a young girl in, I believe, 3rd or 4th grade that here in Texas that is a special needs girl. And she has a medical exemption to not wear a mask. And she was literally put inside of a room by herself with no teacher for the entire day until it was time to go home. When her father found out about this, he tried to go down there to the school. The school had him arrested and banned from school property. If there's ever a reason to look into private school or homeschooling your children, now is the time. These schools are pushing the envelope on state-run. They want to completely control your kids, and they want to push out your opportunity to have any say-so of it. So what happens then as you're a youngster, as you're a kid, is some of the other kids that are going along, they're complying. It creates more tension. It creates more potential for bullying, and it's not a safe environment. It's not a good environment, and it's not an environment that we should want our kids trying to learn their education and get the foundation for livelihood from that school, from schools, period.
Yeah, definitely does not promote learning.